Hi guys, this is Karthik from CAAPID Simplified, and behind the camera I have Nourah. This is our first outdoor shoot, simply because we came out for a walk. Nevertheless, the topic for today is a very, very important interview question. Something that people struggle with, and we'll break it down. The question revolves around teamwork. It's asked in various formats. One of the formats is, tell us about a time that you worked as a team. Tell us about a time that you faced conflict as a team. Tell us about a time where you collaborated with a diverse group of people. Tell us about a time where you had to manage different perspectives. So anything that involves other people, and whether it has the words team, collaboration in it or it doesn't, would revolve around this very same topic of teamwork. One important thing to note when you answer this question is thinking about, so what? So when a person or an interviewer asks you, tell us about a time you collaborated, what do they exactly want to know? What they exactly want to know is whether tomorrow when you go into your advanced standing program and meet a diverse set of people, whether you will be able to work with them in a collegial manner, whether you will be able to work with them with good camaraderie, whether you'll be able to work with them with good, with share your value systems and without conflict. That is what they want to know, essentially. So the so what is, what kind of a team player will you be? What kind of a collaborator will you be? What kind of an individual will you be when you mix with a group of people eventually in the program? And that defines a lot around how successful the program is. Obviously, where there's conflict, there cannot be good camaraderie and cannot be good outcomes from a classroom setting, right? So this is what you need to first take into your mind. What is the so what behind the question? Next, let's look at how to answer this question. The best way to answer this question, or any behavioral question for that matter, is the PAR format. P stands for problem, A stands for action, and R stands for result. You describe a problem or a situation, you describe a set of actions that you incorporated in order to resolve that problem, and finally, you talk about the result or the key takeaway from solving that problem. Let's look at each individually. First, problem. It's very important to describe the problem in the most succinct manner possible. Brevity is the power of it, is the soul of it. And brevity means to say something in a very short way. So try to describe the situation in the shortest manner possible. How do you say this? In so-and-so year, at so-and-so place, I worked with a team of individuals on so-and-so thing. That's it. In those 4 sentences, you can describe the situation in the easiest manner possible. Do not go into giving the interviewer specifics about the situation that is not relevant to them. For example, don't say something like, in Gujarat RPD college, I was in my 3rd year, just going to 4th year, and we all had a group project, and we were trying to finish this thing for an assignment. That is very, very non-specific. Try to give them facts that they can quickly relate to. I was in my sophomore year, back in my home country. I was in a group of 6 dentists, and together we had a big assignment ahead of us that we must present within just 7 days. Can you see what I did here? I gave only the specifics that they can relate to. I did not give the specifics that did not matter to them or that would confuse them or distract them or divert them. That is how you position the problem. Only give them the superficial information that a complete alien, a complete layman can quickly understand and assimilate. Next, let's think about action. How do we describe the action? Here is where you need to speak about your team working skills. So once you talk about the conflict or the problem, and imagine, it's important to state a problem. Like, I had a very short period of time to do this. We had these artificial constraints against us. We had an internal deadline. So after you describe the problem, you come to the action. The action should describe one team working skill or more than one team working skill that you employed to solve the problem. What are these team working skills? A team working skill could be something like, I aligned misaligned people. I try to collect diverse opinions from my teammates. I try to understand what our final vision is and break it down for the team and delegated those tasks. I facilitated among the individuals who had their own individual expertise. I tried to try to motivate the team when things were against us and people were not upbeat. I brought together a mechanism to resolve conflict whenever it arose within the team because of different opinions. Can you see? Here I'm talking about specific skills that I possess and I showcase within the whole team. I did not say stuff like, we did this, we did this, we did this. Instead, I said, I did this. So there is a certain teamworking skill that I can bring to the fore that will make the collective effort of the entire team so much more significant. How do you think about an action in a different perspective? Imagine there was a team of 6 dentists, and or a team of, maybe it could be a CAD team of you, your nurse assistant, your chief dentist, and so on. Whatever the team is, if you were not in that place and somebody else were in that place, would they have been able to solve that certain problem in the same manner? Maybe not. That's because you have certain skill sets that you can bring to make that team achieve a more desirable outcome, correct? That is what team working skills are. So when you describe the action, try to talk about the 1 or 2 specific team working skills you possess that made the team achieve a successful outcome. So it's important to note that you need to talk from a first person perspective, saying, I did this for the team and collectively we were able to achieve this. Teamwork answer should not replace I with we. That's a big mistake people do because it never talks about what you as an individual brought to a diverse group of people and what kind of difference you will bring when you eventually collaborate with a diverse group of people in your advanced standing program. Hope that's clear. Next, let's move on to result. Okay. Biggest mistake people do when they talk about result is they talk about the result from the problem. So let's say the problem was we were all working on a project assignment in our MPH course, or the problem was something like we were treating this extremely, not so tolerant patient who was impatient inside the clinic. Or you're talking about a situation where you are organizing a group event, a community service event, and you lacked resources. Well, yes, the result is that eventually the community service event was successful, or the patient was managed, or the group assignment was completed on time. That is the result. But that is not what the interviewers want to listen to. What they want to listen to is the key takeaway, which is, from this experience, what kind of team working ability or skill did you pick up? So the key takeaway should be, yes, we were able to complete the event successfully within record time. But it was at this point of time that I learned the most about how to facilitate people's diverse opinions, something I will carry forward in the program. Yes, we were able to manage this extremely impatient and intolerant patient, but it was at that moment that we realized we need to stand up for each other. And just by standing up for each other, your camaraderie with your fellow dental assistants will improve tremendously. Can you see? While I spoke about the actual result from the problem, I also spoke about a key takeaway, which is what team working skill developed within me, nurtured within me, improved within me, did I showcase that could bring possible desirable outcomes. Then the interviewer will remember or note that such and such team working skill is the key takeaway from this person's answer, and they will continue to demonstrate or showcase this when the opportunity presents itself in the future, either in your advanced standing program or thereafter in your career. Hope this answer, this format was useful, and hope you'll do a very, very good job. If you like our channel, please like, subscribe, and share the love. Thank you, guys.